السلام عليكم متابعي ريترو جيمنج، انا نواف النغموش ومعنا اليوم مارتن هولتبرغ واحد من المطورين و ديفيجن، وعندي كم سؤال كذا راح نحجره فيه فبنراح نشوف الحين. Anyway, pleasure to meet you. Thank you for coming with the interview. I was doing my research, right? And so I read that Division is inspired by Operation Dark Winter, one of the Tom Clancy's book, right? And the Directive 51. In the game, are we going to see the first 5 days when the whole US collapsed, or is the game going to take the aftermath?
Well, that's a very good and interesting question, actually. The important thing to realize is that we are talking about a mid-crisis scenario rather than a post-apocalyptic one. So you're actually in the middle of it as it happens. So it's neither before nor after, it's in the middle.
How many people can be in one city, since it's like an always online? I'm not sure if it's an always online. So how many people can be in one city or one task or one operation?
That's a good question. The way the game is actually set up is that there are opportunities for seamless PvP and for co-op and for other types of interaction with other players. So it's not necessarily locked to a specific number of players per city as such.
Okay, so this is coming from a different region, right? From Saudi Arabia, and playing from different region can be tough, from like Europe to Saudi Arabia, or from Saudi Arabia to the US. But I just like, can people from different regions play like with other regions, and do they have to change the servers every time? Do you guys figure out the online yet or not yet?
This is the first time I get this question. I would say yes, we should be able to play with each other. That should be the goal.
Yeah.
I hope that's the way it's going to pan out as well.
Okay. So is it safe to say that the game is MMO or not? Because like everyone has this question, right? Like our readers, our viewers, all of them have the same question. And I mean, I don't blame them. Like looking at it, it's huge, right? And there's a lot of things happening at the same time. So can you say it's an MMO, or what kind of genre is it?
We have chosen to not call it an MMO because we are borrowing some things from MMOs, but we're not taking the whole package. We're making our own version of it. So we call it an open world online RPG and not an MMO.
Is the word really persistent? Is it gonna change once the game starts, or each player have the same word? If you don't understand it.
No, I get that. That's a good question. How should I answer this in a way that makes sense? Okay, so obviously what you do in your world, that's your adventure, and someone else will choose to do it differently. That means that at times we're going to have to figure out smart ways of making sure that we can play with each other without our worlds colliding with each other. So, yeah.
Okay, when we just showed like the drones, right? So apparently you have to have a tablet. I'm sorry. You apparently have to have a tablet. So we saw the drones, right?
Yep.
They were cool, but do you have to have a tablet to play it, or if I don't have any mobile device, not a tablet, per se, do I have to have a device to control the drone, or make another one, or make another person control the drones?
No, the drone is our fifth player, if you will, and that's tablet. So yeah, you would need a tablet or another smartphone device.
So pretty much without the tablet or a smart device, you can't really use the drone, unfortunately.
No tablet, no drone.
Is that okay to say? I just want to ask you about the character's background. Can you explain that right now, or is it too early to talk about this kind of stuff?
What exactly would you want to know?
Like the character's background, the story behind him, how did it all happen?
Okay, so the character, actually, we don't have a character. Everybody has their own character, so we have no one hero character that we promote or that you play. You make your own character in your own world.
One last question. So it's like an open world, right? So co-op campaign, single player, you can do all that by your own, or is it necessary? Is the game gonna be really hard that you need to go in co-op, that you're not gonna finish one place by your own? Is that possible or not?
That's a very good question, and the answer is that the goal is for you to be able to play by yourself through all of it. But there are places when you will want to team up with others because it's going to be more fun and the challenges are going to be easier. and then there are probably going to be a few places that are close to impossible, maybe even impossible to do by yourself.
Great. Appreciate your time.
Thank you
so much. Yeah. Thanks.